right, you guys. Me and Ashley are going to do some alphastrike. Hello, Ashley. She's a little bummed because each time we played so far, I've won. But this time, we let a 3-year-old go ahead and draw
who we get.
Who we got out of a hat. So, here we go. Greg is starting off with Warhawk over here. Wraith, Locust, Wasp, Warhammer, Atlas, and Blackhawk. So, pretty good. Here's our big map. This is, we're playing on a 4-foot by 4-foot table with all the little goodies and stuff. This is just going to be a free-for-all, basically, with objectives. We have 2 objectives, right?
3.
Or 3. Where's the third one?
A, B, and C.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that one. So here, introduce your guys. I'll hand the camera to you. Careful. There you go.
Alright. So, I have Pouncer, Fire Moth, Archer, Timberwolf, Blackjack, and Phoenix Hawk. Those are mine.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and... Oh, she's giving the camera back to me, our unprofessional as we are. But this is the overview of the table, you guys. And guess what? We're going to go to round 1. We're just going to do 4 rounds. Keep it a short, simple game. And let's just see what happens. Maybe it'll go a little longer, but we're going to shoot for 4 rounds. All right, onward to round 1. All right, you guys, end of round 1. Man, it's fun. I really enjoy playing alphastrike, to be honest with you. Alrighty, so end of round 1. I guess I will go with...
You got the initiative,
yeah,
so you got
so
the fire
we'll start. So, Warhawk here, I just moved him forward. I mean, most of my guys I moved forward and took an objective. But with Warhawk, he went over against Pouncer and he destroyed him.
Yeah.
You know, so it was long range, or I think, right?
Yeah,
or,
long range.
But still, got a good hit, and that's done.
Just wiped him.
Now, Wraith and Locust couldn't do anything other than they took an objective. Wasp, he couldn't shoot at anything. He doesn't have, you know, any kind of distance at all. So it left me with Warhammer, and I started with Atlas. Atlas, I did take to Timberwolf over here.
It failed!
I failed, which is, Ashley was happy about that.
Oh, yeah, because that's one of my big hitters.
Blackhawk here, he went against Archer and did 5 damage.
Yeah, that hurt.
So, that didn't you know, hurt me. So, the best thing is the Warhawk, what he did to Pouncer, I was getting rid of him. So overall, I didn't do too bad. Now, Ashley turned on Atlas with these guys. So, right. Here, I'll turn it to her. Go ahead.
So, I got my Fury shot basically from Pouncer. Shot over back at Warhawk. Failed. He just completely failed. Firemoth had no shot. Archer, Timberwolf, Blackjack, and Phoenix Hawk, all 4 of them, shot and knocked out, let's see, what was it? Almost all of them, right, babe?
Atlas, you got, and everyone knows Atlas. I mean, look at Atlas's card.
He's got some. So,
you know, he lost
3, 5.
All but 3. And he's got a whole lot of health that you see marked off.
14 hits?
Yeah.
Between the 4 of them?
And he's got to retreat with what's going on. So,
yep, he has to start retreating.
Beginning of round 2, I have to move him back. And if he gets hit one more time, he's dead anyways.
Yep, that was going to be my big one. And then now I'm going to be going after
we both
Warhawk.
got points, though, at the end of round 1
we each
for
got
holding
1 point.
them objectives. So we're going to go to round 2. And I really do think that when you guys get these box sets, the terrain actually is worth it. I mean, it's pretty nice. You can see it on a table. It works well. So there you go. On to round 2. All right, into round 2. It's a little bit picked up there. Actually, I got some points, didn't I? Because I had 2.
You got 2 points.
2
round,
objectives.
So you got 3.
So, Let me get my handy dandy notebook. I sound like Blues Clues or something. All right. My Wraith shot to her fire moth over there and destroyed it.
Yep.
Warhammer then went after Timberwolf over here.
Got a hit.
No, Warhammer failed. Wasp was back here behind him. I had moved Wasp up. Failed. Nova, he got 5 damage on Timberwolf.
That's what it was.
And then Locust fired on Timberwolf, failed. And then Warhawk fired and got 6 damage. So, I'm sorry, Warhawk. What am I doing? This one. I don't know why I called him Warhammer. Warhawk. So,
because I think you actually got
yeah,
Warhammer
because
too.
Yeah, I'm getting them confused. That's Warhammer. That's Warhawk. He does. This is a good model to have. Ironically, it's 666 on the card, so short, medium, or long, it's still the same amount of damage.
Yeah, he's a pretty good.
My goal was trying to surround Timberwolf with Wasp here, who is no longer in the game, was behind him because of his movement. But, you know, I literally failed at most all, but I was trying to take Timberwolf out because that's a tough opponent. So, I retain these 2 objective markers. And there you go, Ashley. You wrote your stuff down too. So
my fire moth fired back like its frenzy shot. Failed. We got Archer and Timberwolf shot at Warhawk.
Yep.
And both hit.
Did significant damage.
8 damage.
Yep.
Between them both. Blackjack failed. He shot at Warhawk as well. Failed. And then Phoenix Hawk, which is starting to retreat because Greg went and killed me almost all the way. Or has more than half, so he has to start retreat. Shot at Wasp and KIA'd him.
Yeah, so it so far worked pretty good. Again, I'm kind of happy with the table. It's just kind of nice to get to play it again. You guys can always let us know what you think. We are not battletech experts, and so we may or may not make mistakes. However, I think we're doing okay with the rules and everything. And when we do like alphastrike, maybe we'll get some clan stuff going on. And the next one we do is going to involve tanks and stuff. But
you want to try this ports? Okay.
Well, the thing is, you guys, is it's been a little bit due to sickness and other stuff. We haven't gotten much out or nothing out in the last couple of weeks. So we wanted to get something out for you guys. And plus we wanted to game. So there we go. And the luck of the draw on this, like we said in the beginning, was we had the 3-year-old pull the names of the mechs out that Ashley wrote down out of a bowl, basically, and she picked up who we got. So it's a little lopsided, but
actually, it's going pretty well so far.
I thought it was going to be like, oh, wow, I got too much heavy hitters, but really, it's going pretty well.
I think I got enough heavy hitters where you got the 2 biggest ones.
Yeah, but Atlas has to retreat.
Atlas is more armor than anything else.
So I really do like Warhawk as an overall model.
Yeah, it's a really good
I mean,
model.
He's just a big, heavy boss, but he's one more hit away from retreating. So he can take damage, but a lot of damage was dealt to him. So there you go, you guys. Again, a shot at the table, and I don't know. I just think it comes out pretty good. All right, so we're going to go to round 3. Like I said, it'll be 4 rounds, and we'll see how many victory points by holding objectives.
Well, if I don't get any victory points at all, at least 2 of them this round, it's game over. You won.
Yeah, but
point-wise.
We'll just see what happens. You never know how the dice roll.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Onward to round 3. All right, you guys. Here's the end of round 3. I'm going to start off.
This game sucked.
Yeah. So
again.
We were going on objectives. So bear with us now. Hang in there. It's not going to get to round 4 because it can't. And I'll explain this here in a second. So right now, I used Wraith and Locust and Warhammer against Archer.
Yep.
And that eliminated Archer. Warhawk fired at Blackjack and failed. Nova shot at Blackjack and I got 5 damage.
Yeah.
Right. And so Atlas, as he retreated, fired at Timberwolf. This is, of course, 3rd round, so he has retreated off the table. As it stands out, let Ashley tell you what she did real quick.
Alright, so I took Archer and hit, which was right here, and hit Wrath for, what, 5, I think it was?
Yeah, you did
3, I'm sorry, 3.
3.
Timberwolf, which I had to start retreating. So, because I won the initiative this time, Greg decided to move Nova behind me. Well, he forgot I had a retreat, so I ended up moving him behind Nova and shooting him.
But nothing.
Which got... Oh, that's right, he did fail, didn't he? No, I hit him 5 for Nova.
Oh, yeah.
Then Blackjack, I shot at Warhammer and hit for 3. And then Phoenix Hawk, which would be his last one, he would be off the table this next round. Shot at Atlas and hit him for 2.
Atlas retreated with just 1 damage left, but he had to exit. So, as it stands out, put that back for a second. As it stands now, this is Ashley's only unit.
Yep.
Okay, that's it.
With
who now
3 left, health left.
But he now has to retreat.
Yep.
This would have to retreat too, but what we're getting at is this is her only unit who has to retreat, so there's no way for her to get objectives. How many objective points do you have?
1.
And how many do I have? 6?
5.
Or 5? So she cannot win and cannot even attempt to make an objective. Nope. And so there's no point in going to round.
I can maybe take 1 out.
No, there's no point in going to round 4. It cannot be done. However, this is a fun game. We appreciate any comments, likes, and shares. Check us out on our Gamer Therapy show. We do Sundays at 4 p.m. Central, barring emergencies, weather, or crazy stuff. Remember, we got our podcasts on iHeartRadio and Spotify. Well, literally everywhere. Podbean, you can listen to it free there. And
we're on Apple.
Yeah, we are on Apple Podcasts, so you could listen to us there. And, give us some suggestions if you want. Thanks for being patient. It's been a crazy month, and we're glad that you're here and leaving likes and comments. So we'll let you go. Until the next time, we thank you.
Bye!
That was funny, Ashley. Okay, game on.
Bye.